Put your hand up if you've ever thought about running away to join the circus. Yep, I certainly did. Unfortunately, when I walked out the house carrying a hoop and clown hat, Mum got a bit suspicious. But today, we are meeting a performer who did just that. At 14, they left home to join the circus. James BuSTAR is a professional juggling superstar who entertains both young and old with his juggling ability and amusing antics. James, what does your show involve?
Well, it's a comedy juggling show, so it involves bull juggling, club juggling, axes, contortion elements, and just a whole bunch of fun, really.
Everything. How many balls can you juggle at once?
I can do 7 balls at once.
Nice. Now, axes are definitely one of the coolest items to juggle. What sort of technique is involved with that?
Just a whole bunch of practice, really, and making sure that you catch the right end. But apart from that, just don't try that at home.
No, you need to be very experienced. You've also got an element of contortion in the show. How do you incorporate that?
Well, I'm just a very tall, skinny, lanky guy, so it kind of comes naturally and, you know.
Nice. Do you ever get nervous performing live? I mean, there's no chance to do a second take.
I think you always get nervous. It's just about how you end up controlling those nerves. Everyone gets nervous, though.
And no matter what happens, you just need to keep going.
Oh, you've always just got to keep going.
Yeah.
But while the show must go on, James does everything he can to ensure he pulls off all his tricks. And that means training, training, and more training.
Tess, I try and practice quite a few times a week just to keep the skill level up.
Right, okay, you ready for this club?
Sure.
And throwing him in. Whoa, sorry. Oh, you did so well. With training, do you get to a stage where you can just check a trick off the list and don't need to practice it anymore?
I think you always have to practice the trick, and it's like riding a bike juggling, but you just got to keep practicing.
Yeah, and you had to put in a lot of training before you could even call yourself a performer.
Oh no, definitely. So much training before I could call myself a performer. And I trained for hours and hours on all the different tricks.
What inspired you to take up juggling?
Basically, I got a hard time at school, and so then I tried to do something that they couldn't do, and I learned juggling off the internet, and that's how it all started.
And then from there, you just had a crazy journey of being a street performer, going overseas.
Yeah, I worked in a theme park in Japan. I worked as a street performer. I also worked for Club Med Resorts, and then now I work on cruise ships.
Wow, that is really, really cool. So does juggling involve having a specific set of skills? I mean, can anyone do it?
I think anyone can do it, but it's just about practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, well, I haven't juggled in a while. Do you think that maybe you could teach me a thing or two?
Sure.
Awesome.
Okay, so first you need to get comfortable sending objects up. No worries, I have that down pat. And then there's the catching part. That doesn't come so easy. Not to worry, practice makes perfect.
Okay, now it's time for me to amaze you guys with my great wit and skill. James, are you ready?
Tess, I'm ready.
All right, you'll probably want to add me to your show after this. Whoa, what? Okay, I didn't even manage one rotation. That's embarrassing.
Tess, that was okay, but juggling is all about practice, but the main thing it's about is personality, so...
Okay, I've got that to cling on to. Man, I'm really not cut out to be a juggler. Do you have any advice for future jugglers out there?
It's basically just all about practice. They've got to practice a lot and have the perseverance to keep learning a new skill.
And just stick at it.
Just stick at it.
Now, you're about to perform. What do you do just before a show?
Basically, just before a show, I do a body warm-up. I do all the skill juggling of working out the juggling, and basically then get the microphone checked up and off I go.
Just get yourself really psyched for it. Okay, well, I'm going to go get a good seat. All the very best. I'll see you soon. I must say, it is not a bad job getting paid to juggle all over the world. The only thing that is cooler than that is getting paid to watch the juggler. That's me.